Prof, thank you very much. I hope you're still there.
Yes, I am.
Great.
I am still here, and I'm grateful for the opportunity once again.
Right.
Yes, I think I have just sent you some information on the registration statistics that you talked about with respect to Adaklu.
Right.
And if there were opportunity to highlight it, but let me just use that to illustrate the porosity of the argument that have so far been made about these statistics. As I've indicated earlier, these are biometric data. You cannot exaggerate it, you cannot diminish it. Number one, Adaklu. The total population, according to the Statistical Service, based on the Population and Housing Census 2020, the total population of the district is 38,649. The population aged 15 and above is 24,973. The total number of enrollments, that is registration, the total number of persons registered in that district is 21,688. The total number of cards printed for that district is 21,053. The total number of cards issued in that district is 20,408. The total number of cards unissued for Adaklu that is, cards that have not been given to people, is 645,000. The total number of cards that are yet to be printed in the system is 482. The total number of persons aged 18 years and above in that district is 21,144. And the total number of people below the age of 18 is 544 in this population cohort. So all those things that they have been saying, the probable explanation is that somebody goes and speaks to a district registration officer and gets figures for the current period that district registration officer has been at post, not taking into account figures captured during the mass registration period when that person was probably not the district registration officer. Or they go and speak to a technical enrollment officer and get a partial view. Anyone who wants reliable data on National Identification Authority should contact NIA. Parliament requested for this. We've given it to Parliament. The Parliament, the representatives of the people, have all of these. And if anybody wants a means of validating the database, the information I have shared, they are at liberty to do so. But let me also go to some of the things. I think Professor Jampo is completely wrong in accentuating some of the points by highlighting points that have no evidentiary basis, that exist in the realm, comfortably in the realm of speculation. He does injustice to the nation. And I think Prof ought to take it back. First of all, it is not true that the 17-point-something million we are talking about includes the foreigners. The foreigners are registered under a separate system called Foreigner Identification Management System. That database exists. The figures I have been quoting are figures of Ghanaians registered in the National Identification System database. That's number one with respect to Prof. Number two with respect to Prof is the unfair comments on the Premium Registration Service. The Premium Registration Service has existed since July of last year. It was an additional facility introduced to make life easier for those persons who want to take advantage of a premium facility. The free registration service has never ceased. It has always been there since we started mass registration on the 29th of April 2019. That service has been at every regional and district office since November of 2021, when we established 292 offices nationwide. There has recently been a problem with card supply, blank card supply. But just as you go to DVLA and you can go and have a premium service, you go to NIA and you can have a premium service at a Scal Bank office, at the head office of NIA in Takoradi, in Kumasi, and in Koforidua. And we're planning to extend the service to Ho and Cape Coast and all the other regional capitals. These are sequenced. But by all means, let's not attack it as a substitute, because it is not a substitute and it's not disenfranchising anyone. As soon as the car supply situation eases, and I hope that will be next week, we will be everywhere as we have been and serve the good people of this country with the free service. People were willing to pay 250 cedis, as he was saying, on their own, not at the instigation of NIA, and they come there 4 a.m. They are at our gates. Yet the free service, when it was all over the place, there were people who refused, who declined to go and register. So that's number 2. Number 3, Professor Jampo should not be given fuel to an unfounded, I think a bit reckless claim that equipment somehow some equipment are functioning best at in government support, areas with government sympathies and performing badly in opposition areas. That's a very terrible statement to echo publicly. First of all, I debunk it 100%. It is untrue. Equipment failure can happen. You think that I will sit there and allow and ship off more functioning equipment to Adaklu or Ketu or whatever, and ship better ones to Bantama and Dras, whatever for? There is nothing to be gained. It gives nobody any advantage, not electoral, not practical, nothing to disadvantage any particular region. And when we were doing the mass registration, I can tell you, I was in the field. The Volta region was the best region in terms of our registration experience. For whatever reason, internet connectivity network was strongest in most parts, most villages in the Volta region. The people were better behaved than anywhere else. Queues were shorter, queues were disciplined, they showed respect for the elderly. I've said this umpteen times.
Yeah, so specific to that region, and particularly to the Adaklu district, I think now the onus will be on the MP for the area, Governor Kwame Abuja, to now prove otherwise, that these numbers are not the numbers that have been captured. From your statistics, those who are qualified, who are of voting age, appear to have been fully covered. So now the ball will be on his court to prove otherwise.
Thank you, sir. And then finally on Prof Jampo, on the trust deficit in NIA and EC. Again,
Prof Attafuah, just hold on a second.
I think it's...